Hello, my name is Jezreel. I am the Spirit Baby Auntie, and this is day 39 of the 75-day Spirit Baby Devotional. And, wow. They say it takes, 30 days to begin a new habit or something like that. So it has become such a really beautiful habit of meeting here in this space, if I'm being honest, and beginning my YouTube journey. It's about damn time. The 80 materials, the Muse materials, and the Queen of Emotions. It's about damn time. Okay, so let me show you these cards. So we have the Muse of Materials, which is the King of Pentacles. Nothing to prove. Got your heart, go home. I ain't got nothing to lose. Baby, do what you gotta do. A bang, bang, a bang, bang. It's like something's in it, some crazy intense fun. You better back away. Bang, bang, a bang, bang. So, the songs from the Empire series have been just really prevalent for me the last few days. So that one is Nothing to Lose, and it's the acoustic version, which is like an in-scene version, like when they were just in the midst of doing something. I don't remember what they were doing, something shady. And it's the one where Jussie Smollett and Terrence Howard are in a duet versus the whole Empire cast. And then another song that came up was Chasing Skies or something like that. I was listening to that song yesterday after running some errands, and it made me cry. And it made me think of just, the planetary shift that we went through this weekend, which was Venus moving into Gemini as well as Uranus moving into Gemini. And Uranus had been in the sign of Taurus for the last 7 years. So it really felt like bursting out of a cocoon, if I'm being honest. And yeah, bursting out of a cocoon, going through a metamorphosis, and then awakening to being. And yeah, with these cards, I'm feeling into the energy of, like, this is exactly what I've been building. This is exactly what I've been just waiting for. And I don't necessarily mean like the planetary alignment, but maybe I do. But it's definitely just the concept of building, beginning to really be in this space, to really connect with you all, to pour into you all, to share myself. And that's another thing that's coming through, is the whole aspect of me gatekeeping my personality, not just from the world, but also just from myself, like gatekeeping my ability to be from myself, and there's this collective feeling of no more, no more, and the freedom to just be. And on the bottom of the deck, I have the Hermit. It's like after a good season of slowing down energetically, turning inward energetically, it all paying off. And not just it paying off, because it's not about that, but it's like my internal world, the waters, are beginning to mirror in the external world, you know, the material. And I'm going to read the 8 of materials because it's the second time I pulled that card today. And the other 8 of materials came from the Black Tarot deck. And it's right here. So let me see what 8 of materials is talking about. Baby, do what you gotta do. Ooh. Working and perfecting your craft, an artisan taking pride in a job. Well done. Building skill over time, mastery, being an expert, dedication and pride, not cutting corners, effort versus laziness, sole purpose, whittling destiny. She spins her roses with the proficiency of a master weaver, stringing together their beauty and her craftsmanship in a tale of success and satisfaction. Finding flow in work and taking pride in the task is the life and breath of this muse. She helps seekers stay the course as they persist and persevere in order to build the skills they need. Your body of experience will be necessary to live the life of your dreams. Your consistency and your patience matter. Your efforts, your mastery, your hard work matter. Every time you seek to improve your creation, it matters. Continue to build and expand. This muse can get so caught up in her spinning roses that she can forget to take a break. So take time to smell the flowers, sweet spinner. An idea come to life right here. A soulful driven trade. Spirit wants its plan unleashed, and heart wants something made. An unsaid vow of bartered truths, with both sides winning most. The delicate exchange of muse and maid, an idea and her host. I've also began to finalize the landing page today for my full spectrum doula package here in Atlanta, Georgia, which is very immersive, and I'm just so happy. I'm so excited to put it out into the world and honestly hold that space and be in the birthing room as a doula. And I'm just so grateful for the time that it's taken, because it feels like I have relaunched my doula self from so many different perspectives and so many paradigms of presence, that this particular time, I don't know, I've just honed the craft so much. And what does hone the craft mean? It means that I've taken the time to really be with my soul, to really be with my own birth experience, my rebirth experience, my awakening experience, witnessing all the births that I've witnessed throughout life. And that's not just, birth of children, the births of people's projects, the births of people's businesses, the births of people's personalities and showing themselves, and, the births of friendships, the births of just new perspectives. And yeah, because being in the birthing room, being a sister to a woman who is evolving from maiden to mother is such a sacred rite of passage, which I talked about in yesterday's post. That I feel like there was just a certain level of devotion and being with myself. This is the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. A certain level of devotion and being with myself that I needed to be in as a doula. There were just so many things that came up for me in my journey of just like comparison, and so much comparison for myself. There were times, especially before my first birth that I attended, that I just didn't feel like I knew enough. I didn't feel like I had read enough of the material. I didn't have a certification. All of these things that were kind of holding me back. And then I realized it was also just my ego. It was all of these things needing to catch up. I didn't realize, how deep the calling was. The calling wasn't just from a place of needing to make a name for myself. It wasn't just from a place of, making money and starting a business for the fuck's sake of it. It was really the matter of attuning my soul to something I want to do, like in longevity, something that's calling for me to be in for like my whole life. And it's gonna evolve, but it's definitely a soul call. And it's, when you're talking about your soul, there's so much that the flesh has, can confuse the soul, or it's just so much karma that goes into that. And when I say karma, I mean just life experiences, so many lessons to be learned. And it's not a quick thing. It's definitely a taking your time thing. And it's got me thinking about the muse of inspirations. Like, she is walking across the bridge. Oh gosh. All these roses, she got bouquets of existence. And in the midst of those bouquets of existence, she's walking across to exactly like her dream life. And my dream life isn't, I journaled about that days ago, about like my dream life being a compilation of desires, but it's also just shoes that I'm gonna be walking in. And my dream life consists of midwifery and being a traditional midwife and showing up in the birthing room embodied as a woman. Not just being a traditional midwife, like being a midwife to witness people, to myself, to my husband, to my children, multiple. And it's just really big stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I'm just gonna give myself a big old hug. Okay, so I just want to go ahead and just close this off with like a drop-in meditation and get up out of here. So we can meet again tomorrow for day 40. Okay, so when you are ready, please get cozy. I want you to close your eyes and make sure you have like a straight spine, or that your back is supported. Consider my dog an aspect of it. With your eyes closed, I want you to envision that you are currently standing in the midst of a really luscious, well manicured acreage. Let's say about 15 to 20 acres of just beautiful, luscious grass. And you look off in the distance, there's two big dogs running and barking at one another, barking at squirrels, barking at the chickens, just barking at the world, sharing their voices as animals. And for a second, as you're hearing them bark, you hear them say words to you, or words out loud, and they're just expressing themselves. They're telling the story of how excited they are to exist in this life with you, to run in this field with you. And as you continue to listen, out of nowhere, they just stop. And now it's just you in the field. And obviously they're not just done barking because it's how they communicate. However, it's just you now. And now you're walking towards the trees, the forest area. And you find pavers, and they're sunflower pavers made out of brick. And you jump on one, all whimsical. And then you pounce on the next one. And then you jump to the next one, and you jump to the next one. And you continue jumping and skipping along the sunflower pavement until you get to this beautiful 2-story cottage in the middle of the woods. You open the door, you walk in, and you're surrounded by just the coziest cottage core. Decorations, bookshelves. Your coffee maker just went off, and the fresh scent of coffee's in the air. And you go make yourself a cup. Listening to your puppy bark in the distance. You make yourself a cup of coffee the way you like it. And you sit on the couch. And as you're sitting there on the little cozy couch that you have in your cottage, you close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, you begin to visualize yourself on those sunflower pavements again, but in the sky. And as you continue to step on each pavement, you approach a door. And it's a beautiful yellow door painted with rainbows, whimsical clouds, smiley faces, and there are little baby handprints on there. And when you get to the door, you knock 3 times. And then you knock with your own signature beat. And you open the door. And when you walk in, there's a party of people there. All of the people you love, all the people that love you. And you realize that this is your baby shower. I want you to walk through your baby shower, looking at all the food, all the notes that people have left for you and your partner for those late nights. They wrote notes on diapers. What kind of decorations are there? What color are the decorations? I'm envisioning yellow and purple decorations. Different parties though. So I would love to share that, like that space with you all. And I'm seeing like rubber duckies. And while you're there, you walk over to the gift table and the party disappears. And on the gift table is a beautiful box, the color of your decorations. And when you open it inside, what's there? I want you to envision whatever that you have found inside the box is a gift from your spirit baby. I want you to pick that gift up and carry it with you on your way out. I want you to leave the party, leave the space, close that beautiful yellow door, and walk across those sunflower pavements till you get to this area in the sky that's just baby blue as you look around. And then you open your eyes in your visualization and you're back in your cottage and you're sipping your coffee and you have your gift on your lap. I want you to think about, how does the gift feel on your lap? How does the coffee feel now that it's cooled down and you're sipping it and you're holding the gift? I want you to go over to your coffee nook, pour your coffee in a travel cup, and it's time to leave the cottage. Tell your cottage, see you later. Walk on out. Follow those sunflower pavements back to that luscious green landscape. And give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hug. And when you're ready, I want you to bring your awareness to your toes. Wiggle your toes a bit. Keep your eyes closed. Bring your awareness from your toes on up your legs. And then I want you to envision that trail is a yellow trail. And it's just trailing up your legs, up your knee, your thighs, your hips, up your waist, around, going up both arms, over your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, soften your jaw, coming up, past your ears, past your eyes, all the way to your crown. And then that yellow light beams upward to the infinite universe. And it's connecting you to a higher consciousness. And I want you to just breathe there for a couple breaths. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Now I want you to journal about whatever gift your spirit baby gave you. And yeah, I am grateful to have shared this space with you. I look forward to hanging out again with you tomorrow on day 40. And yeah, if you would like to book a discovery call because you feel called to hire me to be your doula, to walk alongside you in your birth journey, your pregnancy journey, and your rite of passage into motherhood, There's discovery calls in the link in the description. If you would like to claim your free ebook and really just being held in the midst of blooming, and as you really be with the energy of receiving love from support, from yourself, go ahead and get your free ebook. And it's going to send you, like, it's going to be an email to you. So, you know, type your stuff in and get that email straight to you. And lastly, join our Facebook community, the Spirit Baby Connect. That link is also in the description. With so much love. I'll see you again tomorrow.